How to be a good citizen, NSTP 1 module on good citizenship values. Our learning objectives for this module is at the end of the discussion, the student will be able to demonstrate good citizenship as a duty of every Filipino, help, affirm, and reinforce one another as they seek to be good citizens. The four good citizenship core values are the following: pagkamakadiyos, pagkamakatao, pagkamakabayan, at pagkamakakalikasan. The preamble from the 1987 Constitution stated, "We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of the Almighty God, in order to build a just and humane society, and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and posterity the blessings of independence and democracy, under the rule of law and the regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace, do ordain and promulgate this Constitution." Our preamble that we have just read embodies the third and the fourth core values that we are going to discuss today. Today we're going to discuss the core value of pagkamakabayan, which entails 4 or 5 elements: unity, equality, respect for the law and government, patriotism, and promotion of the common goods. We will now discuss each of these elements comprising the pagkamakabayan core values for good Filipino citizenship. Okay, let's talk about the element of unity. Unity is about sharing a common vision and working together towards the same dream of social justice, prosperity, and happiness. When we talk about unity, it's not a single person's sabihin natin endeavors, okay? It's all about team building. It's all about people surrounding each other. It's all about communication. It's all about interspersion. Pag sinabing common vision, you are sharing the same dream that you want to achieve. Okay? If your family want to achieve this, or your friends or your classmate want to achieve this, or the community want to have this, that they dream that one day this community will be a community of what? Prosperity, social justice, and a happy community. So all of this could be attained by means of unification. You work together, you share together, sabihin natin, pursuing the same and common goals. Okay, one important national, sabihin natin, events is the People Power Revolution, at saka every time meron tinatawag na Election Day o Pambansang Halalan. This is where unity and the will of the people is being heard and being exercised. Next is that may tinatawag na yung karapatan, no, sa pagboto. Kasi when you exercise your right, you are what? Exercising yung tinatawag na sovereignty, na yung mga tao ang dapat yung boses nilang nasusunod. So one exemplification is the people power. They've done that in the right time, in the right moment, at saka yung conducive yung situation. Kaya naging matagumpayan. When it comes naman dun sa election day or electorate, kailangan naman maging responsible tayo to vote, to vote, na maging determinado tayo na yung mamumuno sa atin ay yung gusto nating mamuno sa atin. Kahit na isa tayo among the millions of Filipinos who are going to vote, but we feel what? We have fulfilled our duty. We feel proud because we are the one who picked them up, di ba? Unity again. Now, unity is solidarity in the service of humanity as opposed to crab mentality. Ano ibig sabihin, no? Solidarity. Meron tinatawag na integrity, doing service, sa cause of humanity. Ibig sabihin, you are doing this, you are working together because you want to achieve something for the good or the common good of the many. Okay? And it is opposed to crab mentality. What is crab mentality? Is, it's something bringing down other people for the sake of your own benefits. Di ba? To obtain favor, okay, as opposed doon sa tinatawag na equality. So you bring down other people alang-alang sa sarili mong kapakinabangan. Okay, one important thing about unity and solidarity is when non-political service o yung tinatawag na mga government, non-government units na nagpupumilit magsilbi sa tao even though they are not part of the government hierarchy. Okay, ang tawag doon non-government organizations. Okay, they want to share without being compensated. In fact, sila pa yung Another thing about unity is that in every bout of our country, ano ibig sabihin? Sa bawat hamok ng ating bansa with social ails and challenges, we must be able to say to united we stand, divided we fall. United we fight together. And as we die, then we disintegrate. Ibig sabihin yan, we are divided because we have no life at all. So yun yung essence on. Behold how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. There is always joy. There is always that exhilarating joy when we see and when we become a part of that of that unity and working together and sharing together for a common good. Okay? Unity again. Unity, yung sense ng unity, yun ang nagdadala sa atin or for other people, our kinsman, to feel each other's needs and deepest sentiments. In times of unity, in times of tinatawag na deprivation, in times of tinatawag na aggravation, we feel each other. When we band together and then feel each other's needs, nakikita natin yung deepest sentiments natin, then unity starts to spark. Ano nangyayari? Pag nagkaroon na ng unity, nagkakaroon ng sagot yung ating mga. Now, unity means we are in this together. Sabi nga nung kasabihan, we will raise up each other up and we will triumph. That is encouragement. Di ba? Nakatlugmok ka na. Let me raise you up. We raise each other up. We are in this together. I will not leave you and you will not leave me. We will raise each other up and we will triumph. We will win this fight. Okay? Now, let's talk about equality naman. Another element of pagkamakabayan. Okay. It is a universally accepted truth that all men are created equal, gifted with reasons and free will. Okay, tandaan po natin yung equality niyan. It's a global understanding of what equality is. A universally accepted truth. All men are created equal. Ano mga example niyan? Yung tayo, yung mga multicultural perspective natin. Yung mga tinatawag na tribal natin na mga kapatiran. We reach out for them. We do not look down at them na para bang sila'y second-rated citizen. No. Equality is that we are feel blessed because we are living in this modern world, samantala sila crude. But mind you, they are also human beings who have feelings, who have emotions, and who have life. Another thing, value of equality. The value of equality should move every citizen to look after and care for the less fortunate and poor and the oppressed. So, halimbawa may mga PWD tayo. Okay? Meron tayong mga less fortunate na tinatawag. Minsan pinagtatawanan, di ba? Minsan we look also down at them. We feel that they are, second-rated citizen. But that's not the case when we understand the value of equality. We care for them, we provide for them, and we fight for them. You know, parang katawan yan, sabi nga ng, ng Bible. Okay? When we are in one body, those smallest part of the body should be what? Should be elevated. Kung sino yung pinakamahina, yun na itinataas natin. We honor those part of our body who are weak. Okay? Ganun yung principle ng equality. Those who are weak should be raised up. What are the extent or what is the extent of equality? One, yung equal rights and privilege for the marginalized or poor brothers and sisters, okay, together with non-marginalized people. We must look at them as equal when it comes to justice, when it comes to provision, when it comes to benefits, everything. Secondly, extent of equality, equal rights and privileges for the physically challenged people. Those persons with disabilities, again, physically challenged people. Okay? Kailangan may equal rights. Kaya nga, meron kayong makikita doon yung daan para lang sa mga disabled, di ba? Why? Why the government is spending to construct this specially designed pathways or mga designed na mga means para yung mga PWs natin magkaroon ng time na makarating dun sa kanilang pupuntahan without so much obstructions. Why? Kasi yung extent ng equality. Now let us read from the Word of God about equality. Ano pa sinasabi naman ng Bible about equality? As we come from the same Maker, we share in the same destiny, to live happily. Everybody has the right to be happy. Tanda natin. In dignity, and peace, and harmony. Okay? You are entitled to be happy in your own dignity of life, in peace, and in harmony. Endure not the poor because they are poor, nor crush the needy at the gate, for the Lord will defend their cause. Wow! So, mahal po ng Diyos yung ating mga mahihirap na kababayan, katulad namin, at yung mga mayroong kapansanan, mahal sila ng Diyos. Okay. Now, another element of pagkamakabayan core value for good Filipino citizenship is the respect for law and government. The law is not meant to curtail freedom. Hindi ito obstruction dapat sa freedom. Baliktad, di ba? May ganun eh. Minsan yung batas, yung pa naging obstruction sa batas o sa freedom ng tao no? It is meant to ensure that every citizen acts responsibly while exercising his freedom. Ibig sabihin, those who are not incarcerated, those who are not in prison, although they are free, yung batas, okay, yung respect sa batas will hold him. Ibig sabihin, will prevent him from doing things that is unbecomely sa harap ng batas at ng ating social system. Okay? So it will ensure na bawat malayang citizen ay kumikilos responsibly while exercising his freedom. Okay? Sa bansa natin, pwede tayong mag-ingay hanggang alas 12 ng gabi, di ba? Sa ibang bansa, hindi pwede yon. Okay, may oras ka. Pero dito, isasara pa yung mga daanan. Hindi makakadaan yung mga tao. Okay? There is no respect for the law. Government. Another respect for the law and the government. The law and government are not meant to enslave people. Okay? Hindi daw ito umaalipin sa mga tao. So it seems they are meant to establish order in the society. They are supposed to establish order sa isang komunidad. Duly constituted powers free people from bondage of poverty, ignorance, violence, and disregard. Ang isa daw, okay, fully constituted. Pag sinabi duly constituted, talagang siya ay legal na binuo at sinuportahan o binigyan ng funding. Ganon, Okay? Meron siyang kapangyarihan para lumaya yung mga tao sa kahirapan. Ignorance, walang edukasyon marahil. Violence, dahil sila ay sanay gumawa ng mga krimen dahil nga mahirap Hindi ba? Pag mahirap ang tao, the temptations to do, mga demeanors na ito ay napakalaki. Okay? And disregard. Okay? Mga disregard na sinasabi, yung mga bagay na hindi nila iniintindi kahit alam nilang bawal. Okay? So, ang ating responsibility is to help this institution, duly constituted na mga institutions, to be funded, to be, recognize their authority to help these people na magamot yung kanilang ignorance, yung kanilang poverty, and at the same time, give them or teach them to value life and the lives of others. Respect for law and government. Love is the perfection of the law. Yan ang kasabihan, no? Love is the perfection of the law. Sabi natin, we must uphold the law of the land because we love each other. We don't want that a person should kill his neighbor simply because walang law. Kaya may law ay upang umiral yung tinatawag na pag-ibig. Because we want everybody to live peacefully and happily, there must be law that will regulate the demeanors o yung tinatawag na movement sa mga citizens sa isang community. Fear and intimidation should not be our motivation when we obey the law and respect the mandate of the government. Katulad ngayon, if we compare yung mga kapulisan natin noong 1950s, magagalang. Ngayon, binubulyawan tayo ng pulis, hindi ba? Nakikita ko yan eh. So, sana naman yung ating mga kapulisan ay patunayan na sila ay magalang at rumirespeto sa bawat citizen, legal citizens of our respect again for law and government from the Bible. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities. Tignan nyo, when you believe the Bible, you are a respecter. You are tinatawag na respecter and submitting yourself to the authority, whatever authority it is. Okay? For there is no authority except that which God has established. Okay? Wala daw authority dito sa ibabaw ng mundo na hindi galing yung kapangyarihan sa Diyos. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted. And those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. Now, bakit ganito? Parang kakampiatan ng ating present o modern na batas ang Biblia. Because yung batas po ng Amerika kung saan hinalaw yung ating konstitusyon ay ay ang pinanggalingan po niyan, pinaghalawan niyan is from the Bible itself. Ganun po yan. Kaya karamitan po ng mga batas sa buong daigdig ay hinalaw po mula sa Bible. Okay? Consequently, sa patriotism na tayo. Okay, patriotism. Patriotism is loving one's country by being a steadfast, good citizen in one's daily encounter of the challenges of life and society. Patriotism is not necessarily martyrdom. We must correct that. Patriotism is not necessarily martyrdom. O yung kailangan mamatay ka para sa ating bansa, para lang matawag kang patriot. Hindi po ganon. Patriotism is simply loving one's country sa pamamagitan ng pagiging mabuting mamamayan. Ganun lang po yan. At paano ka mabuting mamamayan? In what area ng ating buhay? Doon sa mga pang-araw-araw, everyday encounter na paghamon sa atin ng buhay. Okay? Hindi tayo magre-resolve magnakaw kasi alam natin masama yun. Hindi tayo magre-resolve mandaya kasi alam natin maraming masasaktan tayong kababayan. Okay? Hindi tayo mga abuso ng batas ng ating komunidad because maraming nakatingin sa atin at nakakahiya, hindi tayo mabuting example. Okay? At kapag dumating ang kalamidad, we are ready to help. We are already ready. Nagsimula sa isip natin, and our physical being wanted to go and help to rescue, okay, to support, be really a help, pupunta tayo sa community para tulungan. Again, patriotism is a call for every citizen. So, tinatawag ang lahat ng mga Pilipino na maging patriots. Okay? Doon sa kanina diniscuss natin what a patriot is or what patriotism is. Okay. Isa po dyan yung response natin para sa ating national security. Now, national security, that does not necessarily mean na pupunta tayo sa isang giyera o war. Okay, so patriotism could be a response to the need of national security. Nagte-training tayo in case. Okay, in case. Lahat po ng bansa, ganyan ngayon eh. In case lang, mangyari yung ayaw nating mangyari. Okay? And then finally, patriotism, panghuli na ba ito ng patriotism? Is every person's sense of duty and responsibility. Tingnan niyo po yan. Every person or every Filipino sense of duty and responsibility to contribute to the development of his country. Mag-aral ka mabuti. If you finish good in school, you will work, you will be a good citizen, you will create jobs, you will create businesses, and you will help the economy to grow. Hindi ba? Ito pa pala. Finally, dito na si Andres Bonifacio. Patriotism is the protection of your integrity. Ano ba integrity mo? I am a Filipino. Yan ang integrity mo. I am a Filipino. Whatever you said abroad about us, meron po kami integrity. Untouched by times and situations. Maaring marami tayong Pilipinong pinupulaan sa ibang bansa. But again, yung integrity is an inherent honor that has been developed in us by our goodness, by our integrity, by our culture, by our parents, and the history of the history of the Filipino people. Yun ang ating integrity. And we have to uphold it bilang ating karapatan at dignidad bilang mga Pilipino. That is why, sa picture natin, sisigaw tayo kasama ni Andres Bonifacio, let us fight for our country. Return to that. Hindi tayo pabigla-bigla, nung EDSA Revolution. Ang dami pabigla-bigla, okay? Nagkikipaglaro sa bala. Okay, I remember that when I was very young, nung time na yon. Lahat pupunta dun sa EDSA, nakikipagpatintero sa mga bala. Okay. And then finally, patriotism said in Mark 8:35 mula sa Bible, "For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it." Well said yan, galing. Okay, now another element o pagkamakabayan. Core values. Okay? Promotion of the common good. What is the promotion? What is the meaning of the promotion of the common good? You know what good is. Pag sinabi mong common, it involves many people. It involves so many communities. Hindi lang para sa yan. Common nga eh. Okay? So, you promote the common good or you do not promote it at all. Okay? You knew it, you're not violating it, but you're not promoting it. Ang sabi sa atin, isang element ng good, sabihin natin, citizenship o pagiging makabayan, ay pinopromote natin yung kabutihan para sa pangkalahatan. Ganito yon, is when we make decisions daw or when we act on something. So there is a decision involved here. There is an act to be done. Okay, so what is that? Hindi tayo dapat patumpik-tumpik. Yung dapat gawin ngayon, gawin na natin. Good decision ang tawag dyan. Okay, and promotion of the common good is being vigilant, bukas yung ating mga mata, and steadfast, matatag tayo na nagbabantay sa ating sa ating mga human rights. Importante po yan. Vigilance, steadfast. Kapag may nababiolate na human rights, then we should do something. And another thing about promotion of the common good, tandaan po natin, when we promote, we act upon it, di ba? Is working towards things that promote the greater good of many, contrary to personal gain or benefit of the select few. Ito, mahirap na decision to. If we can profit from something at the expense of others, anong gagawin mo? I think, more or less, pipikit ka and, do otherwise. Di ba? Pero, if you want to promote goodness, kailangan mag-decision ka. Promoting the common good or for the common good of many, or I should say, yung tinatawag na pangkalahatang pakinabang na mas marami, kinakailangan mag-decision ka. This is a decision-making effort that you choose na ikaw ay mawalan sa pakikinabang ng mas marami. Ikaw lang naman ang mawawalan eh. Pero makikinabang, marahil, hindi lang marami, kundi yung mga susunod na henerasyon. Okay. So, ayon kay President Manuel L. Quezon, promotion of the common good. My loyalty to my party ends when my loyalty to my country begins. Okay, ano ibig sabihin nun? Our government system, it's a party system. Okay, lalo sa Amerika. Dalawa lang ang doon, ang partido, Democrats at Republicans. Mas importante yung party kung minsan kesa doon sa kanilang mga tinatawag na national interest. Kung minsan nagiging personal or party conscious sila. Hindi yung parting nagliliwaliw, yung kanilang kinabibilangan. But Manuel Quezon said very clearly, my loyalty to my party ends. Natatapos ang aking katapatan sa aking sinumpaang partido kapag kailangan na ako ay maging tapat sa aking bansa. Well said, Mr. And finally, from the Bible, all the believers were together, had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. Well, this is a very good example, a classical example of equality, equity, and promotion of common goods. Well, medyo extreme lang kasi binenta yung ari-arian nila pagkatapos ibinigay doon sa mga wala. Okay? It took a man and a woman para gawin ang mga bagay nito. I think it took faith, real faith, na gawin na ibenta mo yung mga ari-arian mo pagkatapos ibigay sa wala. That is faith. And what we have learned sa ating lesson ngayon, at the end of the discussion, the students are able to awaken their interest in the promotion and protection of the interests of the Number 2, impress upon the student o na-impress sa bawat students yung importante or the value of respect for law and government and make the student appreciate the value of patriotism in the light of their being Filipino citizens. Okay, now the last ikaapat na core values ng good Filipino citizenship na naka-implied doon po sa ating preamble, sa ating konstitusyon is the pagkamakakakalikasan. Kulang ng KA yun. Anyway, pagkamakakakalikasan. It is the concern for our nature or mother nature or for our environment. This is very important topic at ito ay napakahalaga sapagkat pinag-uusapan dito yung ating abode, yung ating tinitiran. Okay, we are now on the verge of alarm, the whole world. This is a global alarm kasi yung ating pong daigdig, yung ating Mother Earth ay umiinit ng umiinit. Marami pong epekto ang pag-init na ito sa ating pong kalusugan, sa ating pong mga seguridad, at yung tinatawag na natural calamities are impending. Okay, our learning objectives for this lesson is at the end of the discussion, the students will be able to inspire students to have a sense of ownership of nature and motivate them to live as stewards, tagapangalaga of the environment creation. Be able to highlight the urgency of caring for the environment and nature relative to its present state of degradation. Okay, let's talk about environmental concern. What is environmental concern? We must develop a sense of urgency this time. Pag sinabing urgency, urgent, importante, asap. In the way we treat our environment and respect for the integrity of creation. Okay? Parang hinihumanize yung no, yung environment. In fact, tawag natin sa environment natin is Mother Nature. Okay, anyway, yung environmental concern natin ay expression ng ating respect for the integrity of creation. Kita nyo sa picture, yung mga bata, nagpupulot ng basura, iba naman nagtatanim ng mga puno sapagkat nakalbo na yung ating mga kabundukan. At ito din ay isang misyon ng stewardship. Pag sinabing stewardship, tagapangalaga. Mayroong mga steward na hindi mabuti. Di ba? Pinababayaan nila yung mandate nila mula sa ating Diyos na lumikha nito at higit sa lahat yung mandato ng ating gobyerno na sana naman lahat tayo maging responsable sa ating mother. Okay. Now, ano yung mga filosofiya ng stewardship? No? Yung stewardship sa ating kapaligiran o environment. Sabi doon, a very, sabihin natin, palasak na nakasabihan, treat Mother Nature as your own mother, for she feeds us and sustains our life. Why? Because lahat ng mga mabubuting bagay, galing yan sa Mother Nature, galing yan sa nature, yung pagkain natin, yung mga raw materials, mga all of these things na nakikita natin, even our houses, our cars, our jewelries, our food, drinks, everything came from our environment. And sometimes, and most of the time, every time na ginagalaw natin yan, hindi na sustainable, hindi na nasusustain. Especially when we are mining for oil or yung mga natural natin, yung mga metals, they are irreplaceable. So, ninidrain natin yan. What will we do? So, we are on tinatawag na dilemma. Another philosophy of good stewardship of our nature is, Dear Mother Nature, para itong appeal, treat us kindly and lovingly by providing for us faithfully, not expecting anything in return other than respect and love. Yun nga, humanize yung Mother Nature. Kung minsan mas nagiging effective ito, sa mga nakakabasa o nag-aaral kasi nahi-humanize. But again, it's our place of abode. This is our planet. So we are responsible na ito ay pangalagaan natin, take care of it, and replenish. Paano i-replenish? Paano natin ibabalik to sa dati? Nakikipagkarera ngayon ang siyensya kung paano ang gagawin nila upang maipanumbalik ang ating Another philosophy of good stewardship of our Mother Nature, let them have dominion over the fish of the sea. Sabi ng Bible pala ito. And over the birds of the air. Sino may dominion? The creation. Sino yon? Yung human being, si Adan. And over all the wild animals of the earth, and over every creeping things that creeps upon the earth. Let them have dominion. Be a good steward. Take care of it. Okay? Have a good management strategy. Take care of it. Love it. Okay? Do not waste yung ating kalikasan. Yun ang ibig sabihin yan. And what we have learned so far, what is or what are the outcomes ng ating pag-aaral, Okay, we have discussed all four at itong second installment about pagkamakabayan at finally yung pagkamakalikasan. You know, we are expecting that at the end of this discussion, you as students will be able to highlight, you have highlighted the urgency or yung tinatawag na uh, caring for the environment and nature relative to its present state of degradation. So it's really degrading at nag-disintegrate very quickly. Mabilis po yan and it's very alarming. It causes a big, sabihin natin, large global concern. So we are expecting that we have a deeper understanding of these global problems that we have now. Number two, impress upon the students the importance of value of respect for law and government. And finally, number three, make the students appreciate the value of patriotism in the light of their being Filipino citizens. Thank you very much. God bless you.